a 37-year-old man named Dan went to his high school reunion. He flew to his former high school's nearest airport, and he rented a car. The distance was about 35 miles through a very rural and almost abandoned part of the country. He drove 3 miles outside of the town when he noticed a man waving for him to stop. It turned out to be a man he went to high school with, Larry. He got in the car, they started catching up. They haven't seen each other in 20 years, but Larry looked the same, just slightly older. They get to town and Dan asks Larry if he would like to have a drink, but Larry insisted on going home. Larry's parents lived a few blocks from Dan's grandmother's house. Knowing where he might want to go, he turned to the direction of Larry's mother's house, but Larry wanted to go to the outskirts of town. Upon getting there, he notices that there are mobile homes parked there, so he thought that that's where Larry lives. They reached the end of the turn. Larry asked to be dropped off right there, and he said to Dan, "It was nice to see you again," and he walks away. Dan goes back to the VFA that he originally asked Larry to go have a drink with him. He met some former classmates. They began the night with having some drinks and a friendly chat. They started to talk about who was coming to the reunion, and Dan mentioned that he just gave Larry a ride 3 miles out of town and he dropped him off. After Dan says that it get quiet and everyone is shocked. Even the guy singing karaoke drops the mic. His cousin's face turned pale. Dan started to notice that there might be something wrong about his encounter with Larry. He was told that Larry is dead. He died on a curve that rolled his car 8 years ago, and that everyone attended his funeral and they saw him go. He felt like he was dreaming. He went to the car to take some deep breaths. There on his passenger seat lies a local newspaper dated 8 years ago, and Larry's obituary was printed on it.